The Fed recently made a surprise move by cutting interest rates, and the big question I keep getting from buyers and sellers is, will this finally bring home prices down? Let's dive into what this means for the real estate market, especially here in Fort Wayne, and what you need to know before making your next move. As a real estate agent, I've been watching the shifts closely all year. The Fed recently cut its key rate by 25 basis points, with hints that more cuts could actually follow this year. That sounds like a win for affordability, right? Well, in theory, yes, but here's the twist. Lower rates don't always lead to lower prices. And here in Fort Wayne right now, the market is showing a really interesting mix of signals. We have 35% more listings than we did the same time last year, and we're seeing more price drops than we have at any point post-pandemic. Yet, it's still technically a seller's market because inventory is actually lower than it was before the pandemic. So what does that mean for you? Well, let's break it down. First, rates and home prices don't move in sync. Mortgage rates have dipped recently. The 30-year average is hovering around 6.13%, and it's down from over 7% earlier this year. But here's the thing. Even when rates fall, prices don't automatically follow. Markets react to confidence, jobs, and inflation, not just mortgage rates. So if you're a buyer this fall, don't wait around expecting prices to drop just because the Fed made a move. Inventory is improving, but it's still tight. Yes, inventory is climbing. It's up 35% in Fort Wayne compared to last year, and that means more options for buyers, more realistic pricing, and a few builders sweetening the deal with incentives. But zoom out. We still have fewer homes on the market than we did pre-pandemic. That tight supply is keeping prices from dropping in any major way. And this is what sellers should know. If you're thinking about selling, local market knowledge matters more than it ever has. Sellers are adjusting to today's reality. There's more competition, there's way more price cuts, and there's longer days on market. But here in Fort Wayne, demand is still pretty strong when homes are priced right from day one. So if you want top dollar, focus on accurate pricing and standout marketing, not just wishful thinking. It's not how it was in 2021. Buyers, you need to watch out for this. If you're buying, you might be wondering if prices are about to crash. The short answer is no. This market is nothing like 2008. Homeowners today have strong equity, low default rates, and while the lock-in effect is softening, it's not enough to cause a flood of listings or a collapse in values. So if you find the right home and it fits your budget, buying now absolutely makes sense, especially if rates drop again later and you can refinance. Whether you're buying or selling, this fall market is all about strategy. If you want a local expert to help you understand what's really happening in Fort Wayne, reach out anytime. We'll help you build a smart plan for the months ahead.